Welcome back to another episode of Intuitive Health TV. I think we're on episode 2. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Who knows where this is going? I think I say that every time we have an episode. All right, inspiration hit me today, and I want to share with you a really, really powerful nutrition eating tip. It's also kind of a game. It's a mental trick. So we all know that creating anything begins in the mind. So if you want to create better health, you have to start with a thought of, I want better health. Or if you want to create better eating habits or losing some weight, all of that begins with thoughts in your mind. And there's thoughts that we have about our diet and our nutrition and what we eat that I'm going to challenge today. So if you have ever had health concerns or maybe lack of energy or problems losing weight, I shouldn't say problems, I should say it's challenging to lose weight for you. If you've ever thought, gosh, maybe I don't really think the best about food. Maybe my relationship with food isn't all that healthy. Maybe I have goofy thoughts in my head about what I eat and what I should eat, what I shouldn't eat. Maybe I have questions about which diet should I be on. This is a big one. So it's like the paleo diet has come out, the blood type diet, Atkins, no carbs, low carbs. What's best for you? This fun little trick game is going to help you, and it's really quick to explain. So just pay attention and I'll get to it. But what happened is I'm putting together a course for the school that I'm going to, Awareness Institute in Sydney, Australia. And they've asked me to put together a nutrition wellness program for their students. So anyone who's on this path of kind of, this might sound a little weird, higher consciousness, or a lot of people come to school to become healers, like holistic healers, a lot of natural therapies, stuff like this. So my goal in putting together that course is to really give everybody the knowledge and different ways of looking at what they're fueling their bodies with. So that's exactly what food is. If you boil this down, food is your fuel. And this is where that mental process comes into play. So this is what I want you to do, is stop looking at food as the enemy. I think in Western society, in the circles that I have been in and still am in, we have this thought that food is my enemy, where food is really what sustains your life, right? And having a healthy relationship with food is going to help every aspect of your life. It's going to help you to lose weight. It's going to help to give you more energy. It's going to help, tweak all of those little health things that you might have going on. So that's what I want you to do, is really think about, I'm going to give you some tips in a second. So this isn't just like, oh, here's a great philosophy, Sabrina, how the hell do I implement this? I'll give you some tips on how to implement this in your daily life and just see how it works for you, right? I give you these tips just as experimentations, right? Experiment with it. See if it works for you. If it does, awesome, use it. If not, heck, try the next thing. I mean, we're all different. We all respond to different things, and different things work for us. So that's why I'm going to give you tons of techniques, and tons of tips and tricks so that you can find out what's right for you and hold on to that, and maybe what's not so right for you. But at least you'll have this broad base of knowledge. So, all right, moving into this positive, healthy relationship with food is really thinking about food differently. So this is what I want. I want you to ask yourself a few of these questions. And it's really, how do I view food? Do I view food as the enemy? Like, oh gosh, I'm eating too much. I shouldn't eat that. Do you view food as calorie content, fat content, carb content? Is it numbers for you? So is food just a number? For instance, what's that diet where it's all numbers? Weight Watchers. So has food become a number? Like the Skinny Cow ice cream bar that is, what, 2 points, 3 points? I have no idea. But do you look at that and go, okay, this is 3 points? How are you viewing your food? This is really key in how you're going to automatically kind of be able to shift what you eat. I'm telling you, it is insane how this works, how this operates, how your mind operates once you can just flip the switch. It's really just flipping that switch. And instead of looking at food as calories, as the enemy that's making you fat, as points, you want to ask yourself, how much nutritional content does this broccoli have in it? How much nutritional content does this egg have in it? So this, by the way, is how you lead to intuitive eating. So I know I always talk about this intuitive eating, where your system is just so intelligent and you're so in tune that you literally will know, your body will tell you what you need. So let's say you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh my God, I need an orange. You know, there's something in that orange that your system needs. So it's kind of this, gets to this automatic intuitive eating. It's a beautiful relationship to have with your body, but most of us don't have it. We've never been taught how to have this relationship, how to intuitively eat, how to listen to our bodies. So this is kind of the foundation, if you would call it that, is a foundation of getting to that level. And it's all starting with asking yourself those questions and getting real about it. Journal this out, right? Grab a piece of paper and a pen and write down, be super honest, like brutally honest. And if you have a really horrible relationship with food, get it out on a piece of paper, right? Or talk it out. Sometimes it helps to, some people just talk into a recorder. I do that. It's weird, I know. Or I make videos. It's super weird, but it just helps me to be truthful, which is so strange. But whatever works for you, if it's writing it out, if it's talking to another person, if it's talking to yourself, whatever it is that helps you to really uncover that relationship. I mean, because what we're doing here is we are going beneath the surface. So you can work on all these upper layers and go, I'm going on a diet today. And you wonder why it doesn't work. It's because deep under the surface of all that stuff is what your relationship, your true relationship is with food and with nutrition and with calories and with fat. And that's where we affect change, is when we're down here working on this level. And yeah, it is work, and it is getting real with yourself. And this might bring out tears, right? You might be crying going, holy shit, I had no idea that I hate food. You know, like I hate eating food because I feel like I'm going to be fat, or whatever it is for you. Just get real about it. I mean, this is the first step to affecting change in these upper levels, right? Is getting right down deep into the root of it. And it's really asking yourself, how do I relate to food? What is that relationship with food? And then start to notice the thoughts. So here's another tip, write this down. Start to notice the thoughts you have when you're grocery shopping, when the dessert menu comes out at the restaurant, when you have healthy food in front of you versus when you have not so healthy food in front of you, like processed food or deep fried, garbage, or a piece of white bread, for instance, that contains really no nutritional value, and you're just eating carbs, Okay, and I shouldn't say it like that because now we're going back to numbers. But here's what I do. And this has helped me in my life enormously. I know that this has helped a lot of people that I've coached in the personal training world and in the nutritional consulting world. And it's really looking at food as, and this, I'm actually going to quote one of my clients, is she eats to live, not lives to eat. So I eat to live. And everything that I put in my mouth to fuel my body, because that's ultimately what we're doing, is to bump me up energetically to the most optimal level I can function at, right? This is what I look at food as, is if I eat the right things and I fuel my body with the right things, I get bumped up to this optimal level of functioning. You know, I am more intelligent when I'm up here. I have a lot more energy when I'm up here. I'm more connected to universal energies and sources. My meditations, I go deeper into meditations. I'm just more connected spiritually. Emotionally, I am a completely different person when I'm functioning optimally up here, right? You vibrate at a higher level when you're fueling your body to function at an optimal level. The things that will happen once you create this relationship with food is it's phenomenal. I don't even have words to explain how amazing this is. And really it just starts with noticing your thoughts, journaling them, writing them out, writing down that relationship. You know, how do I feel about food? When do I feel the best about food? When do I feel the worst about food? And then really starting to change your view. So this is another thing that I do, is when I'm in the grocery store and I'm shopping around and there's the chocolate over here and there's the broccoli, you know, vegetables over here. And I think to myself, what's gonna give me the highest vibration, right? What's gonna fuel my body in the best way? What's gonna give me the most nutrients? What's gonna give me the most vitamins, the most minerals? What is really ultimately gonna make me feel good in the long run? And use that word too. What's gonna make me feel good in the long run? Not that second that you're shoveling that sugar into your mouth, but what's in the long run. When I go to sleep tonight and I'm thinking to myself, a mental checklist, all right, how did I do? You know, how did I eat? How was my day? And I always do this, and I suggest you do this too. Just reflection. How did the day go? Where can I make some changes? And when you're doing this reflection, you just think to yourself, okay, how did it go? And when you get to that point, you'll know what was good over here. Do you see what I'm saying? So when you're in the grocery store, it's not what's going to make me feel good right now. It's what can I buy? What can I put in my mouth that's going to make me feel good tonight when I'm reflecting, or tomorrow morning? I think for some people, they wake up in the morning and go, and it's just guilt feelings came in, like, oh my God, yesterday I can't believe I ate cake and I ate this and I didn't work out. So think about those times when you have the reflective time. When is it for you? Maybe it's night, maybe it's morning. And what are the things that you do that give you that positive reflection? Like, oh, I did so good today. I ate, 10 servings of fruits and vegetables. I ate lean proteins. I worked out. I moved my body. I stretched. I did yoga. I went running. Whatever it is for you, that's what you want to... Sorry, we're having intruders, the dog. That's what you want to focus on. Okay, so that is it for me. What I'll do too is there's this awesome website where you can take a free quiz, and it will also help with vitamins and minerals and essential nutrients that you could potentially be missing out on. So I will post that on the blog, intuitivehealthtv. It's intuitivehealth.tv. I'm still getting this wrong. That's how new the show is, clearly. So if you go to intuitivehealth.tv, and you'll find this video, and underneath the video I'll post a link to that website. Take the free quiz. It's awesome. You will find out what nutrients you specifically are lacking based on your diet. And then what you can do is click on those things on this same website. You'll click on, let's say you're low in manganese, and you're like, how the heck do I get manganese in my diet? You'll just click on manganese and it'll tell you foods that you can eat. So this site isn't about selling you stuff, right? They don't want to sell you vitamins and all this crap. They just want to inform you. It's awesome. I use it all the time, and I send all my clients there too because it's free and it's fabulous. So you'll just click on manganese and it'll tell you the foods that are the highest rated for manganese, highest for your body to absorb, and all that stuff. So I'll put that at the website, intuitivehealth.tv. Yes, that's still the site. All right, have a great day. We'll talk soon. Take care of you.